When you can make your inner experience of your thoughts, feelings, and mental imagery as real as anything that you perceive in your external reality, then you can completely overcome your panic attacks, anxiety, fears, everything. Every impediment in your life right now can be fixed if you can just make your inward experience real. And the first step of making your inward experience real is complete relaxation of your body. When your body is passive, then your mind becomes very suggestible to whatever you're about to do in this video. What happens is when you completely relax your body through yoga nidra meditation, don't relax by taking a hot shower. It is not going to work in this system. You need to relax through yoga nidra meditation, which I have linked in my description box down below. What happens is when you do yoga nidra meditation for relaxation, your brain starts to create beautiful, coherent alpha waves and theta waves. How are you going to verify that your brain is producing alpha waves and theta waves? Your breathing rate slows down. When your breathing rate slows down, your brain waves slow down as well. Right now, you're watching me through phone, computer, or tablet, and your brain is producing fast beta waves. When you're super stressed in your life, when you're highly focused on a particular problem, your brain is producing high beta waves, which are not really good. So, do yoga nidra meditation to create this beautiful, coherent alpha waves and theta waves. Alpha waves helps you to visualize things clearly. And when your brain is producing theta waves, your brain becomes very suggestible to your own auto suggestions. Then the door between conscious mind and subconscious mind is wide open. Through conscious mind, you're playing all these kinds of visualization, and all of that visualization will go right into your subconscious mind when your brain is producing theta waves. So do yoga nidra meditation and you can upgrade your life. Now, what you're going to do after relaxation in order to make your inward experience very real is you start to visualize that you're already the person that you desire to become and you're already doing things that you want to do. So start to visualize that you're already a calm, happy, relaxed, joyful, empowered version of yourself and provide all the sensory vividness to this imaginary scenario. The things that you can see, things that you can hear, things that you can taste, things that you can smell, things that you can touch after you have become this upgraded version of yourself. How are you going to see your world now that you have become this amazing version of yourself? Visualize that. Are you going to go to social events and talk to people in a very confident manner? Visualize that. Are you going to walk differently? Are you going to notice your breathing pattern to be really slow and relaxed? Visualize that. Are you going to wake up in the morning with a big smile on your face instead of heart palpitation and sweat from your face? Visualize that. Are you going to go to bed at night with a big smile on your face and saying to yourself, wow, I had an amazing day? Visualize that. Visualize all the things that signifies to your subconscious mind that you have now you have now become a completely different human being and you're doing the things that you currently cannot do because you're inflicted with mental pain. So start to visualize that you're dating a romantic partner because right now you cannot date maybe because you're inflicted with pain. Maybe you cannot drink coffee because you're avoiding stimulating agents. So start to smell the aroma of coffee. Start to drink coffee with your romantic partner in your visualization. Start to touch your romantic partner's hair. Start to smell their perfume. Start to kiss them. Start to hear them compliment you on how peaceful and how powerful of a human being you are. Start to say to your friends and family, hey guys, you do not have to worry about me anymore. I do not go to therapy sessions anymore. I don't buy anxiety pills anymore. And start to hear your friends and family compliment you on how peaceful and relaxed you have become lately. how your outlook on life has completely changed. This is the way to make your imaginary scenario very real. This is the way to make your inward experience very real as anything that you perceive in your external reality. Now, what happens is when you provide all this sensory vividness to your imagination, your brain starts to create neural networks that reflect like all that imagined scenario has actually happened to you. Isn't this cool? Use this wonderful property of your brain. The mind cannot differentiate between an imagined act which is provided with all the sensory vividness and an experience that you have in this three-dimensional world. So please make your imagination really strong by providing all the sensory vividness. And a strong imagination must create reality. This is what Neville Goddard, a 20th century spiritual leader, said: imagination creates reality. But there's a prerequisite, and that is you need to be able to embrace the emotions of that imagination. Only then that imagination will materialize into existence. Now, how do you embrace the emotions of that imagination? You mentally rehearse this strong imagination over and over and over again. What happens is your imagination signified to your subconscious mind that your life has now completely upgraded. Everything is working out for you perfectly, and you're now a very calm, happy, relaxed, joyful, empowered person. So, of course, when you mentally rehearse this imaginary scenario over and over and over again, you are going to feel the equivalent emotions of joy, gratitude, and empowerment. Because that neural network that was formed due to that imagination gets strengthened due to mental rehearsal. And when it is strengthened, it is going to send a rush of chemicals down your body. These chemicals are going to create feelings that are equal to your imagination. So, of course, you are going to feel all of these elevated emotions of joy, gratitude, and empowerment. And when you can marry your imagination with elevated emotions, that imagination must materialize into existence. The moment you start to feel gratitude, you start to feel joy, you start to feel empowerment, your healing begins. We have this very stupid way of thinking that we need to await our healing. We need to await the success in the external reality to feel the emotions of gratitude and joy. But no, if you're creating your life from your wonderful human imagination, the first thing that you need to do is feel the emotions of gratitude, joy, and empowerment, and then the visualization will come to life. This is the reason why yogis have been calling this physical reality as Maya, as an illusion, because they knew very well that the external reality that you can perceive through your five senses is just a projection from your own state of mind. If you can upgrade your state of mind through these meditative practices, then you will inevitably see changes in your physical reality. You do not have to worry about your negative circumstances in your life because it's just an illusion. Right now, your state of mind is bad, so you're surrounded by bad circumstances in your life. Even your body is a part of physical reality. This is the reason why your body's health is deteriorating because your state of mind is not good. So change your state of mind through these meditative practices, and your body's health will be good. All the wonderful circumstances will start to find you for no reason, simply because you have made your imagination really strong, and your imagination signified that everything wonderful is happening to you. I challenge you to prove me wrong. If you just do these three simple steps, you will change your life. If you do these three simple steps and you do not change your life, I will stop making these kinds of videos. The thing is, you need to get really good at sustaining these elevated emotions of joy, gratitude, and empowerment. The longer you can sustain these elevated emotions, the faster the magic is going to happen. So, stop paying attention to the external events that puts you in a state of negativity, because that is going to create bad feelings in your inner world, and bad feelings create even more bad circumstances. Close your eyes to the external environment. Do not give a damn to the external circumstances. Do not pay attention to TikToks, YouTube shorts, Instagram reels, instant gratification, drugs, alcohol, because all of these things are making your attention span shorter and shorter. But you need to be able to hold your attention on a particular imaginary scenario for an extended period of time to derive the feelings of joy, gratitude, and empowerment from it. You need to be able to mentally rehearse it. And for that, your attention needs to be longer. So start showing up every day. Do these three simple steps every day. After you wake up, before you go to bed at night, whenever free time you get during the day, and your attention span will gradually become longer and longer. And the moment you can hold your attention on a particular imaginary scenario, and then you can derive the feelings from it, your life will never be the same again. This is the reason why I said you can completely change your mental health. You can completely overcome your panic attacks overnight, because one night you will do these three simple steps, and then you'll be able to sustain these elevated emotions. You'll be able to impress the feelings in your subconscious mind. The next morning you will wake up to become a completely different human being. But train your attention, only then things will happen. Please do it for your own sake, or try to prove me wrong. I'll stop making these kinds of videos. I told you, I promise you. Now, I have told you in all of my videos about how to overcome your panic attacks. But if you still feel like you cannot do it alone, then I have my Gmail, my Viber, my Telegram, my WhatsApp, all linked in the description box down below. Message me, and then we can get started right away. I will provide you one-to-one online coaching. You have to remember, sky is the limit once you truly know how to imagine correctly and feel the emotions of your desired imagination correctly. Subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.